Grab your popcorn because you're going to like this. Spider-Man 3 kicked off what's expected to be a blockbuster summer chock full of highly anticipated sequels. Sony Pictures, for example, the studio behind the web-slinging series Spider-Man, Sony was struggling, on the verge of bankruptcy even, when the superhero came along and did what superheroes do, saved the day for Sony. The movie broke the box office wide open and set records with its opening weekend of $151 million. I asked movie expert Jeanne Wolf from Parade magazine about the power of the sequel. In an industry where there are so many things that tend to work against a new release coming out, people tend to be more content now to wait for the DVD to come out so they don't go to the theater in record numbers as they once did. The prices are high at the movies. It costs to take a family to the movies these days. There's the piracy out there on the market where people get the black market labels. So can the sequel perhaps be the new cure-all that can help revive what has been a hurting movie industry?
Well, there is no cure-all, but Spider-Man's launch proved that the movie-going public is ready to have some fun. They need escape, and it sounds like you've been talking to the studio suits about the problems of movies. But the thing is, what keeps people going out and paying those ticket prices is something they have to see.
So, does the summer of sequels have what it takes to revive a floundering movie industry? Tonight we're going to begin a 9-part series with our first look at one of those sequels and its potential.
I think... Oops.
Are you sure this is a good idea?
Look, if Artie trusts him, that's good enough for me. Even if his robe doesn't quite cover his...
Shrek the Third reunites Mike Myers, Eddie Murphy, and Cameron Diaz in their popular series.
Announcing the long-awaited return of the beautiful Princess Fiona and her new husband.
The first movie took in $42 million in its opening weekend, but the second one followed up with more than double that, raking in $108 million.
Good morning, good morning. Hey, the sun is shining through. Good morning to you and you and you.
While the actors lending their voices to the popular movies never met or read together during the taping, their chemistry in the films has brought in a combined $709 million for the prequels.
There are several functions that require your attendance, sir.
Great. Let's get started.
Come on, lazy bones. Time to get moving.
Shrek seems to keep getting better every time. The first two did very well. The second did better than the first. And now you're saying that the third perhaps offers even more and by way of animation and in terms of a good storyline than the others?
The third is different. The animation is different. There's a lot of progress in the storyline. For a lot of people, nothing will match Shrek 1 because it was just such a surprise. It was so different than anything else that's out there. And if anything, the Shrek franchise could suffer a little bit because that sort of smart aleck, funny, animal talking, ogre talking riff has been copied too many times.
Oh, no.
Even if Jeannie's prediction about the movie is right, with production costs typically coming in under $100 million for these movies, the studio should end up in the black, big time. And we will know soon enough if Shrek the Third has what it takes to make more serious money like its predecessors did. On Monday, we'll take a look at the opening weekend numbers and we'll see just what Shrek had to do at the box office and if you went out to see it or not. And throughout the summer, be sure and stay tuned. We'll be doing this throughout the summer with our Summer of Sequels series, as we'll be taking a look at some of the other great movies that are set to come out as well.